Yeti for Yama Obibiara Aquaba, Daily Trends, Ayana or the comment section ato whole amayen, not watching amayen. Sadway, yensem and yanko and sem
coming in from the Supreme Court, Apex Court of the land, and Mame Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkonoo, Ghana, a former Chief Justice. On the lawyers, Aquacopim court no, and now pay the assembly to court in Toshe news item now. Say former Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo files fresh motion, asks Supreme Court to review May 28 ruling, cite denial of fair hearing in removal related case. Intima mi Torkonoo Aquacopim Supreme Court and now pay okoya na answer simple say 28 May. Yabebaso 28 May. Ghana Supreme Court etan semiswana efano. Na asetina course no Ghana Supreme Court ebo no ma me na asem tuwi. Na afei no atena se ehun se saa ade na Supreme Court eye 28 May no sebi omofun wo mramu kakra ntanye mpanyimfo kan say bosumani mpo ye ko bosumani mprensa ntiminyansa mu no ne lawyers aka abomahu say Supreme Court mfumso ntino omo say ba Supreme Court ne na asibiem say ade na si 28 May na be ya omo nsesa omo adwen wo ho na de amani gina support pesa court no yes ade no man say ya mun fair hearing otilema first case na Supreme Court brought to go no na enema bi wo ma na o say nka yehwe ba Supreme Court na anhwe and after that no I'll come to the background of the story so never better say but I just want to stay on the surface and me pay me then you know nti otilema wo fair hearing in the case a court so kwan e fa so you know the toss me no say I man if I case you know say the lawyer your friend say Godfrey you born Odame and so and say watching from the case indeed it is a review application seeking to set aside the Supreme Court May 28 ruling. That is one. Denial main ground on a denial of fair trial relating to the withdrawal of a lawyer Godfrey Odame and the court allegedly not considering certain issues raised. Indeed, Mamino a potty, Nina so potty or their file review. And I go back to May 28, did see last year 2025, May 28, 2025, and now 28 May 2025. Mame Torkonoo. Yeah, before May, no Grayonko April. Yes. So April, John Raman Mama released letter. And the letter never to abontin say Mame Torkonoo was suspended. The entire was suspended say petition me ensa akwako drew ono John Mahama enim. Petition omo mo ne koyi Daniel Fori ekobi. Ana one company be a friend Sky BBB ono ni Oliver Bakavoma ene koyi. And after there is another person I want to call ya Chachuji Kata. Any dinner. Inti petition me and Sano, Naba Koloya Chachuji Kata. Naba Koloya Oliver Bakavoma. And another Koloya a lawyer Tadio sorry. So petition me and saying Echo to Mahama anymore. Anna Mahama forwarding petition in command. Council of State. Council of State Domini Pama 31. 31 ni na to aba to no 30 and a to 1 and 2 be 1 year man so fire kufu 1 2 be ena ekowie say Council of State eska say sa petition ni nsana abato Mahama enim ensu ginam enti onyina so no nte committee na committee ni nkohwehwe maame ni nsam na say committee ni hu say odifo a yeyi medi enti ye suspended maame committee Council of State this answer when we told Mahama anymore. Council of State adwen kire ene omo fitu omo ne Mahama and say sa petition yen san nso ginam nti Mahama suspend Mahama no na on faso na on te committee na committee no Mahama no copy committee na na de besinensi nti suspend Mahama no in April ye suspend no ene de Justice Paul Bafuboni be acting Chief Justice. Now from that May from that April to May 15 baby, and you take committee. You take committee na you share committee member nima Justice Puaman and a chair. Justice Asidu a member. Domelovo a member, and then one medical doctor, and then one sergeant of the Ghana Armed Forces. My minimum was added also there. So share committee, how I see at a committee, how our more committee, as we NDC, because Justice Puaman was appointed by John Mahama and then Puaman Court Supreme Court. Justice Asidu so no. You can't cut na case be a nefa or no Torkonoo as a Torkonoo judge in DTR. It's in a man, 3 months was our committee now Mahama atem. Tibaya Supreme Court in injunction and to committee into a court Supreme Court on a go Fred. Your boy Odame court Supreme Court say omo injunction and they are better committee no so say be a committee no e be giant adwuma na Supreme Court de prepare better pay until 28 May 2025 and Supreme Court etnase I think the judges Marco 5 yes and etnase I'll get the name of the judges later. Judges Marco 5 and etnase no so including the current Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni omo etnase no so no and omo nyina botu gui maami injunction now the court Supreme Court names Supreme Court on famano no fan to committee na ehwehwe nsem no okọ Supreme Court no dismiss no Supreme Court no really on the buy in fact it was about 30-page ruling major break and kakra okọ the summary and the entirety of the judgment of Supreme Court say committee ne 1992 constitution na create committee ko article 146 say president or kwan so the committee enti yate committee no na John Mahama so na Ghana mampanyi na emrama no kwan se o ne mampanyi sem no obetin de ate committee no se Torkonoo be omo Supreme Court onim so obaji injunction de akoto committee a constitution atia se de omo timie omo yes amana eni ti eno na Supreme Court de na adwenche by say so omo je ma mena sem tuma eni eno mo dismiss na tie for 28 May 2025 the see Ghana and say Supreme Court say tabona maami Torkonoo hwehwe de akoto committee na hwehwe ni nsemu no so ono Supreme Court ni dituma eni eno obotugu inti May, June, July, August, September 1st ana committee na Mahama team May no edo report command John Mahama in fact on record committee na the report command Mahama with Jubilee House around 10 a.m. within a space of 1 hour getting to 12 p.m. Now John Mahama can report in Nari at the green letter to just say well you ma minedi always Diana anytime Diana you become mami answer Diana me call to the very word that John Mahama you see so on the 1st of September and John Mahama they reach we to you say now therefore know ye all men that I, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, in the pursuance of the said Article 1469, do hereby remove the said Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkonoo from the office of Chief Justice and Justice of the Supreme Court with effect from the date hereof, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and called the presidential seal to be affixed at Accra this 1st of September 2025. Inti when writ any declaration free John Mahama office President of the Republic said we ma minutu akunya as Chief Justice wa sakeno wa pamono said onye Ghana Chief Justice be the tosumenu on san Ghana judge be inti nye say oh any no judge ne ko Chief Justice no wa sakeno ma menu ko tenafi and yes you nti ma me copy mo ECOWAS the ma tin say enra ne na isi ma mu ECOWAS ruling nearby and ECOWAS the 15-point ruling nearby the tintin yan say na ma me say yanka say Ghana titi an fa hudi so na de ba kwa no pe we ECOWAS court on se nka ECOWAS court no so se mbojo Mahama na John Mahama mfani isi akonyo so biem as Ghana Chief Justice de toso mi se Ghana ECOWAS court no se John Mahama na John Mahama nsan mfani isi akonyo so biem as a Supreme Court judge so yam fani metna so as a Chief Justice na nsan mfani metna so as a Supreme Court judge de ne twatwa na emu odu ne se na ose ECOWAS court no enhye John Mahama man John Mahama emma no $10 million as impatesika Supreme Court ECOWAS court no tena say last year endra enom do matemu ba say omene maame ne nyaadwe ntu omatwam na say maame no asem wo de kotu ECOWAS court say nke ECOWAS court nka me man eno so nra beto odwa say ECOWAS court no abonsam no to ena no pe ye da sorry na yenuanum TV34 my hint say maame ne sa ne lawyers akopiem ewo Supreme Court ene say sa injunction no mo to go last year 28 May 2025 no Supreme Court no en review no Supreme Court no ekwan that's why I appeal na Ghana ye wo mra kakra ye wo mra bia e frɛ no CI 1996 CI 16 yes your friend the Supreme Court Act 1996 and yes amra no what the bar into the law terms your friend CI 16 there's a constitutional instrument CI 16 now constitutional instrument CI 16 na chem say so what the one some a court especially so the assem ko Supreme Court na se Supreme Court edi asem ni bia no up to 30 days se woni o mo nya adwene a obeba be file for review ti asem ko Supreme Court na yedi na se wo hwe na se onye okay a o up to 30 days na se 1 month se obe file for appeal binti amna kwakofa sa amra wi amane se se wote se maame no asem wo de akoto court na anim ye say about webua e mane no wasa because asem no court Supreme Court 28 May last year court no e ko April May and a court no di 28 May ye di no se nanka maame no wo problem wo ho a CI 16 no chire ma na all 1 month say or the call for review be wan ko May ni di asem wi wan ko June wan ko July wan ko August September October November December January February March April May June 1 year 1 month afi no call for review and only the very portions are me pese say per Ghana ye Supreme Court Act and as a Supreme Court rules 1996 CI 16 Constitutional Instrument CI 16 chesa say Supreme Court can one sem na so any court no nyanjuna o oboso me ba ko say wo san ba court na nim biem be maame na tana wo san 1 year 1 month afi no ko Supreme Court say ade na omo ye ho adwuma no yen san hwe mu ma no emremu no say na mranete but ekwan da ho kakra da ho ni say they say in every rule there's an exception semame no ko gina Supreme Court enim nyame adoma na idea nim about the new case a ko filing na Supreme Court may release this law actually no say CI 16 no wo buso enti omobeto nakone beto agema amene ne lawyers say omobe justify a convince Supreme Court judges and say they told me to few 1 year 1 month no how ma file review afi no mobile say I also omo convince court me sure pa say Supreme Court will visit this issue say ye di assembly 28 May 2025 inti na oboso me ba ko say oba yanim for review be what now sa 1 year afi na oba di inti na what now 1 year was some lawyers and eventually movement Supreme Court. So Supreme Court no hwe ne to asoma obaji case no na wadi. So hwe ne to asoma obed dismiss. 34 of course the same PTV there the bia usua there. And I want to share what is CI16 Constitutional Instrument 16 Supreme Court Rules 1996 and yeah the amount nti man no ye hwe animu say na me anu court no betena say o say committee na adwuma mo ye no ekowie mu koma John Mahama no committee na treat ni ne lawyer kra no family ne lawyer ansense lebri na ma me naka yenti the court no e de be wa betudwa o si etie e ni etie b ma me ne chema ekwan John Mahama fa so ete Council of State Committee Emma Council of State can say ono ma me no wadi funti enkote committee no sa Council of State meeting na ekọ so ma Council of State gina so tu Mahama for Emma yete ne ho committee ma me ne chema ya ma na mba committee nani amekasa enye Council of enye committee poama committee no Council of State abato no omokoto ya omoka say prima facie etia no ndi nyina so enti committee no maame ni chirema ya ama na chance eno na maame ni call say ye teacher and found ECOWAS court and say fair hearing start when the 5-member committee was constituted and not the prima facie determination by the president and council of state. The court therefore doesn't end this ECOWAS court no money man Torkonoo nya so me teacher and found name time ye take committee no ye man kwan man kopie committee nani ma ordinary no disem control committee nani in this year ye take committee no onya kwan call committee nani edina no disem control committee nani ma ontimi nka say ya man fair here no come ECOWAS court say or call committee nani ko kasa nko ande ye man fair here nti sa side no the bass ye teacher and family o metwa they toss to the prima facie is a filtering mechanism, so the applicant's assertion that she was not given the reasoning is dismissed. ECOWAS court and say, "Kwaya, mami Torkonoo ba say ye prima facie no, kwaya the entire committee ni gina so, council of state gina so, council of state ne tu Mahama for, si yenye ne tu akunya. But answer na council of state gina so si yenye ne tu akunya, council of state." Ewo estate reasons why ompese ye te committee na committee ko hwe sa reason ma me na say ya amfa ma no na ECOWAS court say Ghana mrebia ni wa hye say council of state a decision na say man copy nti no so about to tizi niam miunu about to the to so 3 the assertion that the